What is going on, everyone? Platinum B is coming at you with yet another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at an Associated Press article titled Platinum Demand Outstripped Supply by Record 932 kilo ounces in 2020 with third consecutive annual deficit expected in 2021. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, everyone, so we're going to take a look at the article that we have today to look at, again, from the Associated Press. Big thanks to Coins A to Z for making me aware of this article. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate any time my viewers send me an article to look at. So right off the bat, we're going to see here of the key points of the article. Supply of platinum is down 17% in 2020, while demand down only 7%, and deficit of 932 kilo ounces, the largest on record. So it looks like supply is down, lower than the demand is down. And interestingly enough, both numbers are down, but if you really think about it, the supply is down more than the demand. And so demand is still higher than the supply can keep up with. So we got to keep that in mind when we're thinking about investing in platinum. Now here it says the third consecutive annual deficit forecast for platinum in 2021. So we've been in a deficit for quite a little while now, and it's just really kind of getting worse as time goes on. Automotive platinum demand in 2020 forecast to increase 25%, accelerated by Chinese heavy-duty vehicles. I've talked a lot about China and their involvement in platinum and their potential involvement in platinum price and the changes that we might see overall in the short-term future. It says here investment demand to remain strong as platinum links with hydrogen economy continue to attract investors' interest, while platinum remains heavily undervalued compared to gold and palladium. Again, I've talked a lot about how platinum is undervalued compared to gold and palladium. But what we want to really get down here is into the main parts of this article. So here it talks about the resurgent automotive sector. So platinum automotive demand in quarter 4 20 grew 5%, plus 31 kilo ounces, year on year due to a healthy recovery in light duty and heavy duty vehicle production. North America in particular saw platinum demand increase 17%, including strong growth in light duty vehicles, diesel vehicles, helping to offset declines in other parts of the world. Heavy-duty vehicle production, meanwhile, saw a 7% increase globally, spearheaded by China increasing by 21% heavier platinum group metal loaded catalysts, which are needed to fully comply with the fast-approaching China 4 legislation, contributed to a 51% increase in platinum demand for this region. So China is going to be a big hitter as far as demand, but North America in particular talks about increasing demand as well as more light-duty diesel vehicles are being sold in America. And that's kind of a trend I've been seeing. A lot of manufacturers are starting to implement diesel vehicles in their options as far as what you have to choose from when you go to buy a vehicle from the big manufacturers in America. Now, a lot of them still keep a lot of their gas options as available, and in my opinion, except for super duty or heavy duty pickup trucks, I would never buy a consumer vehicle using diesel. I just don't see the benefit. You know, it gets a little bit higher gas mileage. It might be a little more efficient, a little more health for the environment. But overall, I'm just going to stick with gas if I'm buying anything light duty or regular consumer vehicle wise. Now, it says here light duty vehicle production is expected to recover in 2021, reaching levels just below those seen in 2019. Despite the slight shortfall, there is expected to be a 25% increase in automotive platinum demand, mainly due to higher vehicle production, increased loadings to meet tighter emission regulations, and substitution of platinum for palladium and gasoline after treatment systems. Now, that is one thing I want to talk about. The United States of America and North America in particular has a very strong emissions standard and laws governing emissions being put out by cars. Obviously, diesel puts out much cleaner emissions. And in fact, diesel vehicles don't even require there to be an emissions check because diesel just burns a whole lot cleaner than gas. And in America, the government regulates that stuff. So the manufacturers are trying to figure out a way to get people on board with diesel. However, diesel is more expensive as an overall fuel in America, as well as a lot of the maintenance involved sometimes can be more expensive as well. So that kind of off-puts buyers, and a lot of people just want to stick to gas. Like I mentioned, I would stick to gas unless I was going heavy-duty vehicle. It says here, platinum investment demand stays high. In quarter 4 20, investment demand was 63% higher than quarter 4 19, despite 86% lower than in quarter 3 20 itself, the highest quarterly total on record. Bar and coin net purchases more than doubled year on year, growing 112%, while ETF holdings added 74,000 kilo ounces or 74 kilo ounces during the quarter, up 56% of the prior year. So the investment demand is remaining high, and we saw that in my Eagle video. I talked about how the mintage of the 2020 Eagle in platinum was almost the most minted Eagle ever. There's only a couple of instances where they've minted more. So over a 20-year span, that's pretty significant, and this describes that perfectly. It says here, investors continue to be very interested in platinum, its key roles in the hydrogen economy to produce green hydrogen, and its use in fuel cell electric vehicles. The accepted views of the significant near-term substitution of platinum for palladium and the substantial discount to both gold and palladium suggest strong future fundamentals, while platinum investment in bars and coins as well as ETFs is expected to remain strong in 2020. Okay, so again, guys, that high spot price, it shouldn't just be looked at as, oh, it won't hold, it's not going to stay, things like that. It's just really going to go up, in my opinion. And that's just my opinion, not a financial advisor. So take it as you will. Down here, we get into the strong recovery underway in jewelry sector. Jewelry fabrication turned positive in quarter 4 20, up 7% with notable increases in demand in North America. The first year-on-year quarterly increase in 2020 of 4%, and in China, the third consecutive year-on-year increase, quarter 1 17 of 15%. In 2021, total jewelry demand is expected to increase 13%. Increase 13%. So guys, it's just the demand just keeps going up, and it doesn't look like the deficit's going to get really any better. A lot of this stuff is mined in foreign countries, and a lot of those countries have all kinds of things going on besides platinum. So they're not as stable as some of the more Western countries. So with that being said, you know, the increase seems to be just continuing to increase over time, the demand, and the deficit doesn't look like it's going to get any better, really. So with more deficit and higher increase means overall, or more deficit and higher increase in demand means overall higher spot price, because as the metal becomes more and more rare and more hard to find and more hard to mine, overall that's going to increase the price. It's just like anything, supply and demand, basic economics. So down here we can see it says, having endured the dark days of everything going on in the global economic slowdown, we are now considering the possibility of the world returning to normal. The positive momentum and economic recovery of the latter part of 2020 is exhibited in the fact that activity has restarted and platinum demand has rebounded in the automotive, industrial, and jewelry sectors. So platinum demand is inbounding along with the rest of the economy. I know there's a lot of people that think it's all just a show, it's all just a smokescreen, things like that. But overall, I don't really look at this statement as if we are talking just the overall economy. I'm just looking at it as the overall demand for automotive, industrial, and jewelry sectors. And I think they kind of break off a little bit from the overall investment field. They are things that people invest in, but they're also things that people really need to live day-to-day lives. They need cars, they need industrial stuff. The jewelry might be a little different, but at the same time, you know, people still invest even during hard times. So if they can, you know, the wealthy of the world who can afford a lot of jewelry, they typically just continue with business as usual. You know, they're hit the least amounts, if that makes sense. So down here, we're going to get into the disclaimer that this article states, which is neither the World Platinum Investment Council nor Metals Focus is authorized by any regulatory authority to give investment advice. So again, guys, as I've said in many of my videos, and these articles, a lot of these articles are opinionated, or they are based on fact, but they are not meant to be taken as fact in and of themselves. They are speculative, they are opinionated. So I want to make that clear, is the things I talk about on my channel are mainly speculation on markets and things like that, and mainly have to do with my opinion and things that I read that I find interesting and I find valuable overall in my journey of investing into platinum. And I like to share them with you all just to kind of give you a lot of the information that I receive and that I learn from, so that you may be able to learn from it as well. So I'm definitely going to be linking this article in the description of this video down below. Feel free to check it out if you so desire. There's a lot of good information in this article. It covers a lot of good points and a lot of good topics, and it only helps strengthen the idea that platinum is going to be a top performer in the year 2021. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you to all my loyal followers. Thank you to any new people to the channel. Welcome. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Be sure to leave me a comment in the comment section down below, letting me know your thoughts on everything I discussed in the video today. And with all that being said, guys, until next time, we will see ya.